Hello everybody, my name is Elenator. Zombo Pigman says hello. So here we are, still trying to clean up the lava. And I'm gonna hope I fixed all the settings from Saturday. So we're just gonna head back here. We have more... We don't have much, but we have some netherrack that we'll be able to use to clean up the stuff. And you know what I'm kind of thinking? I'm kind of thinking of cleaning out more over here. Might as well, I suppose. I have all... I should say I need all of this to... I need all this netherrack to just keep getting rid of the lava. So I might as well pick it up now, since I don't particularly feel like going home. Howdy, Tolly, I'll join in on in. We're gonna try not to hit the pigman though. I think that'd be a bad idea. Beep beep. Thanks, buddy, for walking away. I'm gonna turn this down. There's a little loud on my end. Alright, so hopefully there's enough netherrack to keep working on all that we need to. And then we'll go from there because this lava needs to leave me alone. We're making good progress though. Nah, I don't know how true that is. We very well could only be about halfway to the end, which would be a little sad. But we keep moving forward. You know, like Meet the Robinsons. And this looks like a source lava. I have my feeling that it is. And I was right. Oh, that got rid of a bunch over there. I don't know how big of a problem that source lava was. Wonder if there's any more. Wow, that one block was upholding a lot of lava. Oop. Oh, well, either way, let's keep getting rid of all this. Farewell, I say to the lava. There's a question, because I totally don't remember. Is magma when it's underground, or when it comes out? I'll be honest, I really forgot. The difference between lava and magma was underground versus above ground, and I straight up don't remember. I don't think it'll take several episodes. At the current rate, we should be done by tomorrow at the latest. If we don't finish today, then I'm gonna hope for tomorrow. Magma is underground. Alright, so because all this is underground, relatively, or is it? That's the question. What is considered underground here in the Nether? And howdy, Paul, welcome back. This section would be magma, as this is underground. But like all of this is open Nether. The Nether is the upper mantle. That's assuming the Minecraft world is... I should say that's assuming the Minecraft world is not flat. And I realized I kinda done goofed. That was supposed to be one block higher. That's a buzz. That important? Probably not, but I'll check it out soon. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is see if I can sorta build forward. I know there's always tomorrow to keep working on this, but I don't want to keep working on this. I want to be done. I just want to dig up all the ancient debris that I've uncovered, because it feels like I've uncovered a lot. But to get to the ancient debris, I have to get rid of this lava. It would be rather annoying if all this was source blocks. I want to say in 1.18, I think, you're capable of producing infinite lava, like water. You're able to make more source blocks. I think. I don't remember exactly. I almost want to say it's behind a game rule that's false by default to make sure that all old worlds work the same. But I don't remember if that was officially implemented. 1.19, not 18. Okay, I was close. And it is a game rule. The random fact from some random snapshot years ago that I happen to remember. Because there's a lot of snapshot changes I don't remember. And yes, howdy potato, welcome back. Okay, so lava's still renewable with dripstone. I was thinking making more source blocks. Because I was trying to think how not fun it would be if a lot of this turned into source lava because of the change. Pre-release 5, you can make more lava like that? I did not know. Was it pre-release 5 exclusive, and that was reverted in pre-6? I wonder if the reason why, if you open trapdoors, it suddenly works is because they did something to verify whether or not you're standing on or within a solid block. Trapdoors are not full blocks, but they are solid blocks. Yeah, that would be a waste. 6 planks compared to 7 sticks, which is not even 4 planks. What is the Minecraft textures? Well, this is the old netherrack back when it was first implemented. This is the lava back when it was first implemented. This is the nether quartz back when it was first implemented. The blackstone is black netherrack. It's kind of funny. I got another question. I should say a comment on one of my recent videos as well. One of the recent UMP episodes saying, why are all the textures weird? And I think to myself, have you never seen the original netherrack? The netherrack I like much more. Sad times. I think I've said it a while ago, but we've made it to the point where we have an entire generation of Minecraft players who've only ever seen Joppa textures, and that makes me sad. I don't know if there's a source block there, that's just because of how it's positioned. Oop. You play Bedrock? You have a whatchamacallit available. Not programmer art, it's called something different. Is it developer textures on Bedrock, or is it programmer art on both? Well, either way, Java Edition and Bedrock both have the same default textures. I have a Nintendo. How many consoles have Nintendo made? Please verify which Nintendo console. I can guess, but I want to see if you know. Alright, common lava, go away. Oh, it's getting there. Little by little. This is a Minecraft trivia check. Truth be told, I almost forgot about the third console, even though I realized, oh, wait a minute. No, I used to, I would say used to, but I should say I had a series on one of those. Because I was thinking, Wii U? Well, I ended up not saying that. The only console to have received, I should say the only legacy console, which still makes me sad, is the PS4 to receive the 1.14 update. Why would a kid nowadays have a Wii U or a 3DS? You know, that's a good question. You have all three. Are you claiming to be a kid, though? I still have my original 3DS, not the new 3DS. I was gifted it a few years back for the reason of, I remember saying how much I was a PC player, but I would try out a 3DS if I was given one. And then hooray, I was! Even though I have exactly 2 games that I own for it, and one I'm currently borrowing. I think. I hope I didn't lose it. Hopefully it's still in the console. Kid at heart, not physically. See, exactly. Physically, kids these days probably wouldn't be as interested, but you end up getting more interested in old stuff as you get older. Because first, you think back to what you used to have when you were a small fry. Well, then there's also what existed before you. The Nintendo, almost said 3DS. No, the Nintendo 64 was before I was born. But every once in a while, I still think about hopping on and playing it. It's 1914, you're a whole whopping 9 hours ahead of me. It's only 10:14 over here. My sister has a Wii U. I've hopped on there once or twice. I still have my original Wii, so that brings enough satisfaction to hop on every now and again and play. There's another viewer from however long ago, who was also from the Netherlands, and I can't remember. Was it Robotnik? Was Robotnik from Netherlands? I should ask him. It's been a while since we last talked. Alright, so, what lava's not source? There's a source block somewhere over here. Well, you don't have a Wii or a Wii U. At this point, I can understand jumping to the Wii U for the reason of being able to have most Wii activity on there. Oh, was that it? Was that the one block that ruled them all? Oh, finally, this is great. Except, surprise, there's some lava over here as well. We are in the Netherlands for this stream. The land of the Nether. Okay, so there's source lava there. There's this block falling from the ceiling. Am I out? How did I run out of netherrack? I picked up 4 or 5 stacks, I thought. I don't need too much since we're almost done. So there's one over there. There's another one over there for sure. Oh, you were gifted the 3DS back when it was still new. I see, I see. Alright, so we can get rid of that block. Does that clean up everything on this side? Nope. There's something over here. Thankfully, I did the hardest part. Now I just have to find the few blocks that are lying around. Alright, so, who over here is causing a disturbance? 9 years old? Here on my YouTube stream, of which the minimum age requirement is 13. Hold on, I'm swimming in lava. Sorry, buddy, but I have news for you in terms of YouTube's terms of service, along with a vast majority of the internet, in which case you need to be a minimum age of 13 to use. I'm not getting out of here. Once I take care of this lava, I'll be dealing with this. Wii U was 2012? Man, I remember when it was still new. Of course, I remember when the Wii U was new as well. First picked one up in 08. Oop. Oh no, I missed my opportunity. Oh, there we go. That one lava was holding up a lot over here, it would appear. But there's still something off in that direction. And there might be one somewhere in here, but I know there's definitely one over in this direction. Oh, I see one straight ahead. Farewell, lava. I feel like the Wii U would have done better if it released maybe a couple years earlier, as well as the original Wii wasn't released. I feel like because of the success of the Wii U was not viewed as well, was not received as well, I should say. I think there are plenty of people who are viewing the same path as the Switch 2. Let me bring that down. Oops. Oopsies, hold up, need a little bit more netherrack. The Switch 2 had already sold more units in entire Wii U lifespan. But here's the question though, how will it compare to the original Switch? I'd like to know the ratio of Wii U to Wii, and then compare that to Switch 2 to Switch. Any version of the Switch, so that would include OLED, as that's still same operating system enough as the original. Am I good? Is it all going away? It'd be nice if all this lava was just out of existence, but it looks like there's one over there. There's some over here. There's you. That was a massive improvement, but I still have a lot more I need to get rid of. Please remind me on the date of his passing. I say remind me as if I knew before. I can't say I ever committed it to memory. Nope. Sometime in 2015. Alright, so it's been about 10 years. Alrighty. Oh, is this all source lava? Is this just a lake? That's a problem. This is gonna be difficult to get rid of. Alright, let me just keep digging all this up. I feel like it's not super rare for consoles to not perform well at launch. I'm not knowledgeable enough to give a full detailed analysis though. Yeah, all this is a problem. This we're still getting rid of. Wonder if I could block off horizontally, or I should say vertically instead. Just make a wall. Man, all this lava has to go away. Oi. I might just come back to this part later. Because I'm gonna have a lot more I need to dig up. Sad times, sad times. We'll see if after the launch of the Switch 2, they try something, a new direction, I should say. The Windows effect. Oh, hello. I see you. Goodbye. Is the Windows effect what it's unofficially referred to as? Kinda interesting that there wasn't anything else to have claimed the name beforehand. Oh, let me just get rid of all of that. In fact, here, I might be able to leave this lava. Oh, you referred to it as the Windows effect. I didn't know if there were other people who called it that. Because I was gonna say, that's rather interesting for it to be widely known as such. Even though that would have had to have come about within the past 20 years or so. That might be how it works. Potato. Or I could say, very well, just wishful thinking. We won't know until it happens. Ah, so close. This would have been miserable to do a long time ago, back when lava decay was extremely slow. Thankfully, we're nearly done. Hooray! Even though it took another 20 minutes. Oops. Alright, so now, this might be removed enough, that's not going to be a problem. Or, I get rid of you. Alright, back to work. You plan on entering into the sweepstakes? And we'll see how, pricing goes. I thought negotiations had started with some countries. I don't know all who has had a talk with though. Alright, let's see. How much of you has to be eliminated? Not planning on entering. Are you expecting failure? Truth be told, that's my mindset with large-scale sweepstakes. Because I think to myself, how many other people have the same mindset? Alright, so that got rid of a fair amount. Alright, who's next? So I think there might be a few source right in front of me. I might build a little ledge here. It's not worth it. I can understand. I see you, Mr. Pigman. You're not a pigman anymore, you're a piglin. At some point I'll update. I'm not sure about the head shape, but I'll be able to at least update the textures. I just haven't done that yet because I'm still working on the netherite set. Alright, let me, come on. Buddy, you can walk. He has valid walking space. Why can he not go through here? Is there something wrong with his AI? They're only 2 blocks tall, right? Maybe I'll also look at something real fast. Who's buzzing me? Nothing important. Alright, so... looks like there's some source lava here. I didn't expect to find these little lakes this far down. I was hoping all this would have been removed already. Luigi Day, which they only did once. Sounds interesting. Yeah, is there a lake? Was there a pool that generated right here? Because this is a terrible spot. It's right in the middle of where I'm trying to clean up. $300 blocks from 66,000. I did see that you made more progress on the journey. Still hope to make it to what was it, 100,000? Alright, that's it. I'm about to dig up a lot more netherrack. Programmed to be afraid of lava, but how far from lava? Because it was a simple pathway. If he just walked in a straight line, he could have made it to me. That's what I was confused about. He didn't have to jump over anything. There weren't any corners. He just had to go forward a block, then up a block. Oh well. Internal server moment. I slapped him with the sword, knocked him back, and he walked forward to the same spot he was at initially. So I don't think it's an internal server problem. It's something with his pathbinding. He didn't view it as a solid path. Well, you can blame the math for that. Valve for a while wasn't big on anniversaries either. And then within the last month or so leading up to Half-Life 1's anniversary for 25 years, there were updates. There were updates to the code base. The package, I should say, had internal updates behind. And then boom, we got an anniversary update. Not a lot of folks were expecting that prior. And then the next year, Half-Life 2 got the 20th anniversary update. So maybe it's just a big company thing. Not everyone likes celebrating anniversaries. I feel like I've heard of Mario 35. I can't say I remember it. Maybe this is much better way to get rid of lava. We're so far down, at least I'll be able to just build upward. Already back to normal streaming? Of course. I'm still working on Ultimate Minecraft Polyworld. And I'm going to continue to do so for the next few months or so. And then I'll decide on another series. Don't expect the 20-hour stream, because 2 10-hour streams make more sense. We'll need to see if the YouTube's still around in 2035. Can you imagine YouTube being 30 at that point? And out of 30 years, I was on YouTube streaming or making videos for 20 of those years. I don't know about you, but that sounds rather intense. I just realized I've been on YouTube for about half of YouTube's lifespan. That didn't occur to me. YouTube was only 10 back when I first started. Yeah, Alpha, Beta, Retail, and Modded Super Flat Survival, that was the word. I need to put those to rest. There's probably another grand finale I was supposed to do that I may or may not be remembering. Why does Blackstone look like that? I don't know what you're talking about. I like this Blackstone because I like this netherrack. Maybe I'm just very anti-Joppa. There's another resource pack I found a few years ago that did this, and so I just sort of said, you know, I'll do the same thing. I didn't copy the texture, I made it myself, but it's the same design. The top of Blackstone looks like black cobblestone. I didn't realize that Blackstone had 2 different textures. Oops. Let me block that off real fast. I didn't realize Blackstone had 2 different textures. So the sides is black netherrack, the top and bottom is black cobblestone. Once the fire goes away. Oops. That's not going to slow it down. Yeah, there we go. Now we get a better look at the black cobblestone. Textures are so loud they give you a headache. You have a weak head. It's probably from working. I'm fine staring at these textures. I'd rather look at them all day long compared to the smoothiness of Joppa. I don't know if smoothiness is a word, but I'm going to use it. That was bothering me. I think I was just a little bit too slow because I saw that netherrack and then I think it despawned. Alright, so what's left? There's that block there. It'd be nice if I was done on this side, but I'm not too sure there's anything currently beneath me. But I know all of this over here still has to be cleaned up. The Pocket Edition Nether Reactor Core. I'll give props for creativity. That was an interesting way to obtain items before the Nether. Not just the Nether-based stuff, but as well as other things that if you generated an old world, you wouldn't have. Nether Quartz. Oh wait, no, well, Nether Quartz is still Nether-based. Pocket Edition knew what it was doing, and so did Legacy Console. Bedrock placing system, the ability to place over the edges of stuff. I keep calling it the auto bridging, even though I don't know if that's the most accurate term. But if I was standing here, I could just go boop, 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 build a little bridge straight out. That's definitely a feature I'd take advantage of. But alas, we did it. All of this is now dark. Hooray! So the last thing we're gonna do is go through and pick up all this debris. Watch it only be about 10 pieces. I haven't really been counting, but looking at it, it's not as much as I was hoping. Then again, I did build this tunnel. I didn't build the tunnel. This tunnel sort of spawned in a terrible area. What you could do with the netherrack of the structure itself is build another nether reactor core in the same area as the first one. I don't know, did I pick that up? No, maybe I should leave this here. Because there's the first two, then that one. Let me see, okay, so yeah, that's Blackstone over there. The pizza lava is indeed cleared. There's a couple debris up here. Oh, there's 3 of them. Is this a junk border? Nope. So this is the +3. I remember the void hole I created using the nether reactor core. It was a nether spire, I should say. So this puts us at 6 out of 41. Truth be told, it's kind of easier to see when there's all this light. Now there's not any more light. I'm looking up more than down because level 12 was supposed to be the optimal level. So that's right around here. I haven't yet changed the texture of these blocks, but I'm thinking about it. Right now they're still just called... Oh, they're still called Ancient Debris. Maybe I didn't import the language file yet. Maybe I only did the textures. Or I should say I did the language file for other stuff. Anyways, not important. It's supposed to say titanium ore. But yeah, that might not be implemented yet. Is that it? Is there only 8, not even 10? I spent a stream and a half getting rid of lava for a whopping 8 pieces. This is miserable. It's not ore though. In the lore, but oops, of UMP, it will be. I'm just not there yet. Oh, hold up, there's one. I have plans. I have plans because I still need to work on the titanium gold alloy. I just haven't gotten there yet, because I had a minor oversight in my initial planning phase and forgot gold was involved. And I think, well, in the span of needing 41, I'd rather just pick up as much of it as I can. Because I already placed the one that I had from before. So now I sit here and I think, well, do I want to go forward? All that effort for a whopping 11. I need 41 because I'm pretty sure I did the math for the... Because each one gives you 1 scrap, right? Which means... Oh wait, maybe it's 44. Well, either way, if each one gives you 1 scrap, you need 4 scrap for 1 bar. you need 1 bar for 10 different items, so that's 40. Maybe there was an 11th item that I'm not remembering. Well, either way, that's what it was coming down to. Maybe I needed more than 41, because I don't know if I factored in the netherite block. Well, either way, there'd still be a little bit of lava at the top, just not nearly as bad. What I'm kind of thinking of doing is having the tunnel be down below. I don't plan on making a beacon out of netherite blocks. But yeah, I'm thinking of having my lava tube be down here and just hope the explosions are high enough. I might miss some of the higher up stuff, but I think that's our new plan of attack. Excuse me? A gas spawn down here? You saw that fireball, right? Hold up. Since when can gas spawn this low? Maybe that's always been a feature and I never bothered to check because I'm usually not below lava sea level. It's not invisible, he just straight up disappeared. And I missed these two. Oops. The Walmart netherite beacon where it's golden inside. Alright, well, I guess that's all that. We're sitting here at 13. Yeah, I'm gonna hope I have better luck staying lower. So, time to do another set of blast mining. I don't think I'm gonna go for 4 stacks this time. This was a very long tunnel to do all in one sitting, so I think I'm only gonna go for 2 stacks. Nom 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 nom. Okay, so if I do that, then that means I'll need to figure out, I'll just leave that there for now. I'm gonna need to figure out approximately how much. Is all this TNT? Maybe I really did spend all my netherrack. Well, either way, I'll need to collect about 2 stacks of it. Hey buddy, how's it going? Bye-bye. Oh yeah, there's even fire. So that fireball did land. It did land successfully if it set the blocks on fire. By the way, we need about 2 stacks forward. Stack in 10. Stack and a half or so. Stack at 52. Alright, that's close enough. Once I get enough ancient debris to make all the things I need, I don't currently have any other plans for all this TNT. I don't know where else I would use it. Oops, hold up. Does TNT still insta-break these days? Oh, did that not pick up? Oh, I end up with an odd number. Did I make a mistake somewhere? I might just have to leave that because I don't know what happened. Got yeeted to the surface. Oh, it went straight up? That's what happened to it? Oh, well, it's burned up because it would have gone straight up into the lava lake up there. That's not cool. Are you mad at me for the TNT? They know I set the TNT off. I didn't know that. You guys are smart. Okay, so there's a little bit of lava. That's alright. Not as bad as it was initially. A lot of gravel down here, though. Do you even think fall damage makes them mad at me? I don't remember that. I'm pretty sure fall damage intentionally does not make them mad at you. So yeah, the TNT makes more sense. Well, such is how it goes. Alright, so there's one. There's two. Alright, let's just clean up the lava real fast. Howdy, howdy. Is this like a lava strip? Don't tell me this is a underground lava ravine. Yeah, that's not cool. Alright, let's just get rid of that real fast. Hopefully. Alright, let's think about this. I guess I'll just start top down again, since that's most effective. They probably added the lava ravines to make sure that they were the equivalent to the flooded ravines from the overworld. I don't know. I said howdy to you. No need for the pings. There's no one else here on the stream. I should say no one else who is streaming, because there's still people in chat and stuff. Howdy, Koski, welcome back. I don't know what Inside the System is. Probably not at all related, but it sounds like System of a Down, old band. I say old, but it's old to the kids these days. Your old worlds weren't on the hard drive? Oh, sad times. Quartz? I don't need the quartz. In fact, you know what I should do? We're gonna combine that stack. We can log your IP address. That's not horror, that's reality. Alright, I should probably move that shulker box closer if I'm done in this initial area. But I need to free up inventory slots. Is there a reason why you're advertising this mod? At this point, I'm lacking the understanding. Maybe I should toss it all in here. Oh, in fact, I have an idea. What if I do everything that's not netherrack first? That way all those slots get dedicated. Alright, then I could put the netherrack after. So then I'm going to pick this one up, and we'll go from there. If you're not advertising, is there a reason why you're trying to tell me? Hyping everything like a video title. That sounds accurate. Emphasizing important words. The question I'm trying to get to, though, is why are you telling me all this? Am I supposed to be scared or interested? Hello. Alright. Yeah, so it looks like this still has to be removed. Oh, did I do it? Alright, I think I'm all set. Hopefully. Well, that was much easier to eliminate than all the lava I had to deal with before. Ah, it's still here. Hold on. Where are you? Hiding in the bedrock. At least it's not hiding in my Wi-Fi. Very well. Alright, so you, pretty sure just a singular piece. The surprise lava, as I call it. Hello. You gotta go. Howdy, howdy. English is the only language I'm able to read and speak. Welcome to the stream, though. Oh, there's a cave up here, I think. Maybe. Alright, yeah, I was right. I did see you make mention of the Justice League Dark Run not too long ago. I should say not too long ago, but in reality, it was just this morning. As you from the past kept good care of it, right? Alright, so that was much easier to eliminate the lava. Head back to Solace Book Club. I ended up saying something right after you. Because I was reading The Lost Subways of North America this morning. Alright, I saw one. Maybe another piece. Question is, where? Oh, I don't know if this was one of them, but I'll take it. Doink. I'll take you, Pikachu. Once the stream is over, you can go back and look at the live chat and see what it says. Probably. Alright, this is what I'm thinking of. That had the gravel on it. Oh, where'd that go? Ancient debris. There it is. So here's our third piece. You are high. Howdy, welcome to the stream. Did someone, like, promote my stuff? I don't know why there's a lot of new people today. Today is a good Monday. I think I'm all set in here. 3 pieces. Not that bad. Over the shorter distance. I'm doing fine, but if you don't mind me saying, all capitalization is not required. I don't even know what the views are for yesterday. I just remember seeing that out of a 10-hour stream, I got 50 hours of watch time. I don't think there's anyone who stuck around for all 10 hours, though. Which means it's collective, and not 5 people at 10 hours. Asking, what am I playing? We're playing Minecraft. Because when they ask, I play Minecraft all day and night. You know what'd be funny? It'd be funny if it was another Attack of the Ryan clones, because he's been back recently. I don't know if he would go for that again. And yes, howdy cow to you as well. Oh wait, I picked these up on me. Oops. I forgot I moved the thingy. Alright, let me head back over here. And also, I forgot to make comment, but thank you for subscribing and liking. Alright. Let me set down in a safe area where the shulker boxes aren't going to be destroyed. You have to go now? Sad times, but thanks for dropping on by, Potato. I think now that I understand more what to do and what not to do, hopefully this debris finding is going to go by faster. Hello to you as well. I'm getting flashbacks to about 5 minutes ago. You can only watch for 6 minutes, that's alright. I appreciate the watch time anyway. Alright, so this time we're gonna go all the way. We're gonna go 4 stacks. 4 stacks forward like the first time. See how far this gets us. You have dance class. I see, I see. Hopefully you'll have fun in there when you do go. But I think instead of being down at 5, we'll go up to maybe level 8. We'll be a little bit higher up than before. Talking about a language barrier. Language barriers are not fun, as someone who's just conversed with a lot of people across the ocean. Seven years is quite a while. Nope. Please, no lava. Oh, I probably should have been keeping track. How far forward am I? A little bit more. Alright, close enough. Oops. Alright, hopefully I dug this tunnel far enough. It's kind of an odd scenario though, thinking about it. Joining a stream, the audio is English. The text is English. The live chat is English. And then anticipating a native language to be used other than English. Oh well. I don't know if it's the same guy, but I will appreciate all the different folks joining. Oopsies. I didn't do this right. I only counted 3 stacks and not 4. Oops. Okay, well, we'll just go from here, I guess. Huzzah! As I'm not digging up that TNT just to place it back. Ow. I feel like live dubbing, though, wasn't that for videos and not live streams? Because I know what feature you're talking about. Almost said Game Theory. Film Theory did a video. Film Theory's first couch video for, I can't remember his name. The new host. And it was, let's talk about AI. And so he thoroughly clarified Theorist Inc.'s stance on AI and all that. Alright, thanks for dropping on by. Alright, let me go back and try to find wherever I put the shulker boxes. I might have lost them. Oops. I think there's somewhere back here. It's during the low portion, at least. You know what? I should have marked it. Oh, here it is. Cool. Alright, so toss all that. And toss all that as well. Don't worry, you're not the only one suspecting Ryan clones. These are like test accounts. Howdy, I'm doing alright. I need to eat. Nom 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 nom. I didn't realize how hungry I was getting. Koski, I don't know who these questions are for, since that account has not been here for a little bit. Hello, Hoglin. I'm not here. You don't see me. Do I have an oil mod? No. What are you thinking is oil? This is blackstone. It's just a different texture than what Joppa uses, or Joppa made. I don't have any mods currently installed. This is a vanilla world. A while ago, I used Optifine, but that was back at 1.12. Oh, that's what you were saying. Yeah, I'm gonna assume that account's no longer here. I feel like keeping the TNT, almost at netherrack, keeping the TNT a little higher up made... Oh, hello up there. Can't forget you. I think keeping the netherrack... Sorry, the TNT higher up helped me in making sure that I get much more open space. Because before it was a little too close to the bedrock, but now I can see higher up. If I had oil mod, you request that I remove my stream. I don't know what authority that's supposed to be from. Mr. Zelinator sounding all formal. And I totally forgot to mark out the shulker box again. I'm gonna build a netherrack line, just right here. I cannot miss this. Kid-friendly checker release? Definitely one person, for sure. Alright, so... now, it's blatantly obvious where this is. Alright, and I don't toss all that. Who's to say it's Ryan? It very well could just be some random person. Toss all that. I used to know a James. He doesn't watch my streams anymore. That may or may not be true. I haven't seen him in a while. I don't know if he ever still checks in or if he's still subscribed and gets notified or whatever. Howdy, howdy, thank you. And I think I might be a little bit too late and the rest of the netherrack would have despawned by now. Well, that's alright. Oh, hello. Now. Here to check if I'm kid-friendly. Sure. And I think I might have picked everything up after this. So what I'm probably going to do is go back to my original plan of trying to build a bridge I don't think I'm gonna make it 3 blocks wide. I'll just stick to 1 block. Say a bad word. Bad word. Alright, let me combine these swords. You say the more money I will get. I'm not even getting paid. I'm not monetized. Where's the second ping coming from? Is this one important? Nope. Alright, yeah, all this netherrack I should start using. Alright, so let me go up to maybe year. A word in... Did you send a message and YouTube blocked it? Rated R. Okay, that one's kind of funny. Yeah, I have no control over the things chat say. That's not entirely true. I do have some control over the things chat says. By blocking specific words. I don't know what word Koski would have said that would have got blocked, though. I can't take all these accounts seriously anymore. Because at this point it's some sort of conspiracy going on. Different accounts joining one after the other. There's no way these are all different people. Do. Isn't it so nice how fast this lava goes away? Wow, this is amazing. I don't even know how much of the lava I need to get rid of since these are all thin streams. It's a secret. I've outsmarted Minecraft. That's how I can swim in lava without any problems. The one over there we're gonna leave for now. Oh wait, hold on. While I'm here, I'll just pick these up real fast. You gotta be in the know with how Minecraft works. That's not entirely true. It's one bug from a long time ago, because Mojang did an oops, and I took advantage of that in the opportunity I could. Oh, welcome back, Potato. That was fast. Tea towels and coasters? Interesting. We'll see if one day I ever look into it more. We're gonna start with the, we're gonna start with North America. You say you don't play Minecraft because you're 45, yet I know someone who claims to be 67 and plays Minecraft. I think. No, 68. It's 2025. It's not 2024 anymore. I think a better statement is visit the London Transport Museum if I ever return there. I've been to London once. You say moving picture, but I kind of laugh because 45 years ago, that's 1980. We've already reached every film being in color. I should say mainstream color film by then. I'm pretty sure I have been to the Railroad Museum in Sacramento. I remember going to Sacramento and going to a train museum for a field trip back in 8th grade. I think it was 8th grade. Maybe it was 6th grade. There was a Canada trip. That one was for sure 8th grade. We might have had a secondary trip to Sacramento in 8th. Either way, middle school. We did indeed visit a train museum. I can't remember much from it though. I don't think in York. I'm pretty sure no. Or how do I get back up there? I done goofed. I'll just get that. Alright, let's see. Any debris? Currently not seeing any. I think there was one. There it is. This is the one I needed to not forget. Because it's way up here. The golden spike. I wonder if that was it. I wonder if I did make it there a while ago. I feel like it was the golden spike. Because what they did was, after they laid it down, and then they did all the pictures and whatnot after, then they pulled it up and replaced it with a proper spike. Having a railroad spike made out of gold is not a good idea. One of these days I'll visit Japan. I don't know when, it's not a priority, but one of these days. Mr. YouTube, man. I remember, what was it? What anniversary was it? Back in 2019. 75th, there we go. 75th anniversary for D-Day. I remember being over in... Hold on, where was it? I can't remember. I don't know if I'll ever get around to visiting New Zealand. Seems like an interesting place. Did I ever take a bullet train when I was in China? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, I don't think I got the opportunity to do so when I was visiting. Saddest guy ever. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't laugh. But here I think, edgy teen. Oh, well, let's keep moving forward, I suppose. We're gonna move this out of here. In fact, I might be able to just keep this on me for now. 1300s. It's only been a good several hundred years. Again with the pinging, I see. Guess who's back with the copy pastas? I think. I've kind of lost track of the amount of different accounts that were on here today. Alright, so let me head on up. What'd I say? 8, right? No, I might try a little bit higher. How about we go up to 10? We'll try 10 this time. Oh, basalt delta. If it's all buried, how much of it has been uncovered? Or have they just left it down there? Okay, how far do I need to go? Because I need... Let's just toss that there. So we're about 2 stacks. Closer to 2.5. You know what? Here. I'll just place that real fast. That'll free up a slot. I feel like I've heard of Ryan's World before. Can't put any information behind it though. Oh, you know what? Hold on. We're gonna switch over to Silk Touch for a little bit. VR is rather fun, says the guy who owns a Valve Index. I recommend it. I'm still waiting for the next Valve headset though. I'm probably not going to pick it up since I'm sure I could still get several more years out of my current Index. But we'll see what the Deckard has whenever it is released. Dried gas, that's a new name. Valve Thumb? Did I miss something? Did I miss something in Valve's hardware history? Oh, the index finger. Hadoink. I was slow on that one, I admit. It makes sense now. I hear index, and I think an array. What index is this item in the array at? It's my fault for being a game developer and not a someone who socializes. But don't worry, terrible puns every day. I don't have water. This is the Nether. No water here. At least no water close to here. That gravel went flying. Ian, you still socialize with people out in the real world. I don't do that very much. I've been home several years now since I finished high school. How often do I go outside? An average of once a week. Alright, so there's more lava here that very well could just be because it's a basalt delta though. No, I guess this is right at the edge of it. I'm fine with being stream rated. I'll take the watch time. I don't know how people can get mad at being rated over on stream. Over on Twitch. When streaming on Twitch. There we go, that's what I'm trying to say. Because I've seen multiple times where it occurs, and then the streamer gets mad and be like, that was a terrible timing, or like, I'm not a fan of this, and I think to myself, but why? Doesn't YouTube appreciate the viewership and the watch time? Oh well. Alright, so we're gonna set this down right here, and get back to work. Probably should have brought a crafting table with me, because those gold nuggets are starting to stockpile. Oh, that is holy and secular. You're covering everything then. Oop. Yeah, all this course is gonna start adding up as well. There's another one. Of course there's another one. I'm not at all surprised. I'm kind of expecting the accounts to just keep popping up over the next half hour as I continue for the day. Never go anywhere without half a stack of logs, but that just takes up inventory space under most circumstances. Feels like a Dr. Seuss thing. Yeah, you can't take these seriously. You know what I wonder though? Has anyone verified that it's just 1 or 2 accounts that keep getting renamed? Nope. Come on, lava, you gotta go. Ah, is this another lava lake? I think it is. Yeah, it's this vertical shaft here of just lava. So what I'm gonna have to do is basically cover this entirely. I'll need to make vertical strips. Certified incorrect. Spreading falsehoods, it would appear. Oh, I saw that gravel despawn right in front of me. Sad times. Oh, I didn't realize I was getting hungry again. Nom 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 nom. I wasn't even paying attention to how much debris we made it to. What I'm thinking of doing is probably building up another bridge here. Howdy Minty, welcome back. Your favorite YouTuber is indeed streaming. Finally, a person I know who's real. Even though, yes, there have been several other people who I do know are real. Oop, that's more lava. Well, if you were to ever go back to the stream and check out the live chat history, you'll see all the different accounts that keep popping up. Don't worry, I always have surprises. You know, that's not entirely true. I'm a very consistent person with a lot of stuff. I like things being straightforward because that ends up requiring the least amount of time. And I generally view it as most consistent. But anyways, every once in a while, I do whip out a surprise for the viewers. I don't know why so many fake accounts. Years ago, there was a man called Ryan. That's not entirely true. He's a man now, but he wasn't at the time. There's a man called Ryan. Multiple occasions, he created many accounts and typed random stuff on here. Then, for a long time, he stopped watching my stuff. All fine with me. And then today, no, that's not true, hold up. Not too long ago, he finally dropped back in and started watching some of these videos again. Some of these streams, I should say. And then today happened, where I'm getting flashbacks to events in the past of when Ryan, with all his alternate accounts, would hop on. A lava sponge would be amazing. I would, hands down, invest in using one. Because the single pillars that fall from the ceiling, that's not that bad. But when there's an entire lava lake like this, where it's this vertical shaft of source lava, I have to block the whole thing off. As of right now, he's the only Ryan I've known to watch my streams. I knew a Ryan, maybe two, in the real world, but this was elementary and middle school. I haven't talked to them in years. Dripstone to dry the lava sponge. Well, that's a good way, because then the lava would drip out of it. You could do some fancy logic. No, never mind, that wouldn't work. I was gonna say you could do some fancy logic to cool the lava, and you would end up with dry in addition to maybe cobblestone. But I'm trying to think how you would do that. 45 work week for summer. That depends on if you think you have enough availability with all the other stuff going on in your life. Howdy, Mazov, welcome back. Another real person, hooray. I feel like you aren't sending me stuff to Gmail for the reason of I don't have a Gmail associated. No, that's not true. I have a Gmail associated with the account, but that's not public because the business email I have is not Gmail, I think, if I'm remembering my account set up correctly. I should say the one on the About page. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. I end up ignoring the vast majority of the emails I acquire, whether or not they are legitimate. 35 Monday through Friday, so 7 hours, 5 days, and then a 10-hour for 1 day. Me personally, I'd be cool with the 35 Monday through Friday. 7 hours a day is less than a normal. Back when I was at Amazon, I only did 10 hours 4 days a week, which isn't that bad because it was nice taking an extra day off in the middle of the week. You need the money that badly so quickly. Enjoy your youth while you have it. You're only young once. Wait a minute, I was just telling someone that not too long ago. Do I tell the same people the same information, or I should say different people the same things over and over again? Maybe that's why I could never remember who I told what, because a lot of the times it's the same mindset. How long till Modrons pays you, and has it paid you before in the past? I can't remember if you said if you've made much from the resource pack you're working on. Very high maintenance. Oh boy. If they were supposed to pay days ago, send them an email. You know, I've probably said the same thing to you. Well, yeah, someone else I've said recently to enjoy the youth. Don't be so hasty into becoming an adult. There we go. Yes, I know you're back. I saw the first message and didn't care enough to answer. Yes, howdy. Is everyone here a middle-aged man? No. Potato and Ian and Mazov and Koski, if he's still here, are college-aged. Oh, wait, I thought you were doing dance for... Never mind. You're right, Mazov is also... You're right, I ignored the man part and was focused on the age. Done with practice. Have I been streaming that long? Wait, where did the last half hour go? I've been trying to process all the different accounts that keep hopping on. Why don't they just keep their PayPal funds nice and at the ready if that's how they pay creators? What accounts? Nah, these probably are account switching then, and not the same account getting renamed, because that would be too much effort. I don't know which account is the main account. I don't feel like looking back into it. I'm playing Minecraft, that's what I want to focus on. That's also why I'm a very bad PR person, because I want to spend all my available time making content. I don't want to spend the time promoting content. Top 5 resource pack downloads, that's pretty good. If you're on mobile, take your phone with you. Isn't that what people do these days? That says if I don't. If I'm gonna be fast, then I just leave my phone in the room. Using a computer. Time to quote that one Minecraft splash. Any computer can be a laptop if you're brave enough. I don't know who wrote that or where it came from, but I remember seeing that before and thinking, huh? That was on the computer because grammar's bad? You can't say the same thing for me though, as someone who uses proper grammar in all circumstances. Due to I like my precision when it comes to displaying what it is I'm trying to say. What a 90s term. You're gonna use a 1970s IBM computer? Do you even have access to that sort of hardware? I'm sure I could probably take guesses. I'd probably make wrong guesses as to what you're saying. I've had people with bad grammar on these streams before. It would be cool. I just wouldn't want to spend the money in investing original hardware 50 years old. Not to mention the size. Wonder if someone's made any sort of cheap recreations. Cheap as in material costs are not the same as what they were. Because if we can make the small, surely it should be easy to make the large. The small as in the small computers that we have nowadays. Or mobile devices. Since mobile device hardware goes up with every generation. The quality, I should say. And oh boy, all this lava starting to annoy me, because the more I cover up, the more it just keeps going. The hardware itself goes up, the utilization. I'll even say the same thing when it comes to like video games, because that's probably an easier example to show. Video games used to be far more optimized because of how archaic the hardware used to be 20, 30, 40 years ago. And so they really had to optimize the game for what the hardware had to offer. But nowadays, the hardware is far surpassed, and so the software side isn't nearly as optimized as what it is, or what it could be. Second job is going to be kind of interesting. I see, I see. You're going to say what's interesting now or later? Or is it a wait till it happens? What are we at? Hours 37, so says OBS. The reason why they run poorly on modern hardware is because modern hardware does stuff differently. So because it does stuff differently, the software relies more on backwards compatibility for modern hardware. A lottery ticket booth, that does sound interesting. Okay, so there's not much labor to that, right? Because if there's not much labor, then 45 hours a week sounds more tedious than strenuous. OpenGL is primarily compatibility, right? Because we have stuff like Vulkan and DirectX. That's more, I should say that has different optimizations, but it's less compatible. Am I remembering my my renderers correctly? $35 is manual labor, 10 is ticket booth. Oh, I see. It's not all of them. Okay, so that's where it's the two different jobs. Okay, I understand now. Pretty sure Minecraft still uses OpenGL. Every so often they will update the OpenGL version. I almost wonder if they're gonna implement a different renderer for what's it called? Super duper graphics. No, wait, that's not what it's called. The fabulously optimized. Nope, that's a mod pack. What's the new version? It's not Minecraft RTX. I can't remember what they called the new shaders. Vibrant visuals. There we go. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna hopefully remember. Anyways, they still plan on bringing vibrant visuals to Java. They are bringing more information later, but I wonder if part of that does come down to they will need a different rendering engine. A whole different renderer, I should say. Yeah, I saw the Minecraft Monthly that came out yesterday or the day before, and so they still talked within days ago that it is coming to Bedrock first, and they still plan on bringing it to Java. They said more information later. Yeah, I primarily watch because they announced the new name of the next update. Zazaza. That's not true. If y'all haven't seen it, I'm about to spoil. So if you don't mind, I'm just gonna say that the next update, 1.21.6, is Chase the Skies. If you haven't watched Minecraft Monthly, then you would not get the joke. You love people watching, so you get to see everyone who comes and goes. Oh, I see, I see. As much as I do enjoy people watching, I don't do it all that often these days. Don't tell me this little magma cube spawned on Bedrock. Surely he... Bye. Surely he didn't. Don't tell me stuff spawns on Bedrock. People watching, isn't that stalking? No. It's passively observing the people around you. Stalking is when you're gathering as much information on one particular person. Usually. Or maybe, I guess, particular people. Swim. We're almost there. Hopefully. I say that now, but I'm pretty sure this is not a good area to acquire the ancient debris. That's the main fun thing you did for an 18th birthday? That sounds mundane. At like 2 a.m.? Okay, that sounds less mundane. 2 a.m. on your birthday, or 2 a.m. 2 hours after your birthday ended? Oh, did I do it? Now did I do it? Hooray! Alright, cool. Let's go back and find all the other stuff. And truth be told, I think I'm done with this tunnel. I kinda don't want to keep going in this tunnel if it's all basalt delta. Oh, I see. Alright, I can understand that. I don't even remember what I did for my 18th. That was a while ago now. When was the last time I had a big birthday celebration? Oh, you know what? 2024. 2024. Wasn't much of a proper celebration. However, I do remember 2024 was when I made it to Little Tokyo over in LA. That was fun. 18th was spent in class. That does not sound fun. All 4 years of high school, I stayed. Well, I won't say I stayed home, but I did not attend class. I don't want to be in school on my birthday. So therefore, I missed out on my birthday. Or I should say I missed school on my birthday for those 4 years. I'm a ninja. I just wanted to get rid of the last of the TNT I had now, just in case there's anything over here. Rose, you're back. Howdy. Or Rose, you said it was meant to be pronounced. Got a new computer. What's the hardware for it? Alright, let me just take a quick look around, but I'm probably not going to find anything. NVIDIA. Alright, that tells me the manufacturer of the graphics card. What else is there that the computer has? Hello, Magma Slime, how's it going? I feel like 16 gigabytes for nowadays is rather low. Well, that's not true. Work computers can be fine with 16. What's the operating system? Did I not find any ancient debris? Windows 11. You know, I haven't seen memory comparisons between Windows 10 and Windows 11. Windows 10 used to be fine with 8 if you weren't doing any games or anything. But as time passed, Windows 10 used a lot more RAM. And so it's no longer sufficient on 8. Like, sure you can, but it's not going to be a fun experience. And so I feel like 11 would be about where Windows 10 is at now in terms of memory usage. Oh yeah, I'm seeing much more ancient debris back here. So yeah, now I know it's not worth it investigating basalt deltas. Before that 4? Were you using Windows 10 with 4 gigabytes? Please tell me that's not true. It was what you had on your old computer and it was horrible? I understand. I started with 16 when I first got the computer together, but that was also Windows 7. That was 2015. And then eventually I was able to upgrade to 32. By that point, I'm pretty sure I upgraded to Windows 10. And then I jumped from 32 to 128. That's where I'm at nowadays. You didn't care because you were 10? Yeah, when you're young, you don't tend to not think about how bad a game runs. Maniac said 4 is plenty for gaming. When did he say that? If he said that 10 years ago, I would have said, If he said that within the past 5 years, I would have said, nope. One of Method's streams, he started streaming 2022, I think. Yeah, that's not happening. I don't know what games you're playing with only 4. Oh, hooray, I made it. 28 ancient debris, I passed the halfway mark. I kind of want to see if I can go up to 32. If I go up to 32, then that at least cooks up evenly. You know what? I wonder if I should go sideways. Why make one long tunnel when I could start going the other way? You know, I have an idea. We're going to go all the way back to the start. Hold on, let me grab more TNT. I think I'll need 8 stacks maybe. Hold on, let me put away the netherrack into here real fast. Okay, so that's now all set. So let me move this up. Probably move that over as well. Alright, 1, 2, 7. I want 1 more stack. This will be 8. Alright, so with all of this, let's pack it up and move over. Because I have a plan now for what I want to do. 46 gigabytes. 48 makes more sense. I don't know how you ended up with 46. That sounds like you used other stuff. No, wait. Question, do I play Roblox? I don't think I'll ever play Roblox. That's on my no need to play list. Anyways, got through chemistry with 76 and learned almost nothing. I feel like I told you recently. That's not true, I didn't tell you. I said half jokingly, what did you learn in school? Because, no, that's not what I said. It was something like, did school not teach you, or, what did I say? Something like, what sort of real life stuff did school teach you? No, I think I declared that school didn't teach you much real life stuff. I can't remember, something along those lines. I don't know how much you need chemistry in the real world, but if you didn't learn much, that's not a good sign to begin with. Dress to impress with you on Roblox? That's gotta be... What a day that's going to be. Because I look at it, and I laugh, and say, ha. Did school not teach you anything about the real world? There we go. I couldn't remember exactly what I said. That sounds much more accurate. Alright, so to the right's a basalt delta, right? Which means I should focus on the left. The problem if I go too far to the left, we get the lava ocean. Used to play it, but then you stopped. Led you to the shelf joke. I still don't know why that was so funny to you. Yeah, so we have this big old lava lake to the left, but if we go right... Oops, I didn't mean to keep that quartz there. I need to put that away. Oh wait, hold on. I have the boxes on me. Let me just do this real fast. So let me grab that. Put the quartz away. Boop. Alright, so now... So yeah, left is the lava lake. Oh, let me just go forward a little bit more. There's the warped forest. No, crimson forest. There we go. With the crimson forest over there. Hello. Let me head back down here. 64 gigabytes, you'd for sure be set. Oh wait, I was supposed to see where the basalt delta was, because if I could ignore it... Uh-oh. Time to fight. You wanted 16? Why did you want less though? RAM has its usage. As someone who does a lot of multitasking on the computer, not multitasking in the way I think, multitasking as in the computer is doing multiple things. Having a lot of memory is very useful. Well, that's just how I play. My shelf, personally? Oh boy. I'm pretty sure that belongs on the iceberg by now, if it's not going away. I still need to update the iceberg. I don't know what else to put on there. Huzzah! A lot of memory can make people jealous of you? Why am I moving? What? Hold on, what is this? Why do I get pushed off of soul sand? Oh wait, is this that same farmland bug we were talking about? I thought they fixed that. Did they not fix that? Well, anyways, you just don't tell people you have 64 gigabytes of RAM. I just say it because, I should say I tell people that I have 128 because I don't care enough if people get jealous. Which is why I only talk about it if we're talking about memory under most circumstances. So it looks like the basalt delta takes up a lot of space here on the right, which is why I think I should probably focus on going left. We're also at the chunk border here. You can see the old chunks versus the new ones, which means I should probably focus on the left. Let people be jealous of you, it's funny. Didn't you tell me multiple times that you get jealous though? Do you think it's funny when you get jealous? Raise his eyebrow. Let me go get rid of that real fast. Oh, that's right, I also have the... I don't even know what version this fortress generated in. Anyways, Your brain only has 2 gigabytes of memory? Oh, sad times. Being forgetful is not fun. What does the game look like without the resource pack? Auto-translated, because that's not your literal terminology. If you'd like to see what the world looks like, the world will be up for download. Currently, there's an old version available, last updated in 1.6.4. But the updated download will be coming out when I have the ability to upload another 1.5 terabytes. I don't know if the World Archive is that size currently, but by the time I finish 1.17, it might be. Because I have a lot of stuff. I have a lot of stuff on here that hasn't been updated yet. I get jealous of what people have. You get jealous when it comes to relationships. Alright, so it's not part of your personality, it's circumstantial. I can understand that. Buddy, I don't want you here. Talking to the lava. Yeah, right around here, level 10. This is where I want to be. I don't want you there either. 50 terabytes. Something sounds fishy. There's no 50... Or is there? Okay, maybe not fishy. That just sounds expensive. Because I'm over here with about... What was my last number? I think I'm at 61. 61 terabytes. But I'm at 61 terabytes across 6 different drives. I'm pretty sure I've seen individual hard drives go up to 48, but you're basically using a NAS at that point. Or a, not a network attached storage. Yes, but there was, hold on, I'm trying to remember. Not a RAID array. The large storage things, I can't remember. Rich family, unfortunately. You keep saying that, yet it's hard to believe you in all this. You do know the first guy to legitimately reach the Nether Farlands. It is sad, though. Oh, there was a video. I was supposed to send you a video. I don't know if you've seen it yet. In fact, I can send it to whoever asks. There was a video I watched not too long ago where it's a... I'll just be real. He's one of the normie YouTubers of these days. And he tried to find the Nether Farlands, and he used a very small clip of my stream out of the entire thing. And I think to myself, buddy, you missed the whole point. Oh well. Such is how it goes. Where did I put the shulker? Oh, there. Yeah, I don't understand either, which is why as time passes it becomes harder and harder to believe. I'm thinking of placing down all these shulker boxes, though. I'll probably just line them up here. Because they just keep taking up inventory space. And if I'm not using it, I should just place it all down. Your sister makes you tell people. I find it hard to believe that you can be made to tell anyone anything. Unless it's like, you gotta tell your teacher that you didn't do your homework. You know, here, if you don't want all this money, feel free to start sending the riches that you don't want my way. I'll put them to good use. I have a list of things I'm currently behind upon because I don't have the funding for. In fact, yeah, you could send some to Potato as well. He's got big ideas. You are famous where you live? Do you understand the popularity thing? There's also relatively not a lot of people where you live. I say relatively, because comparing the local population over there with the local population where I live, there is a difference by a matter of multiple digits. I can guarantee very few people in my hometown know where I or know who I am. I barely even know my neighbors. On one side, I do kind of know them because we've interacted a fair amount. The other side, not so much. You've been subbed. I wonder if you can get back on or get one back. Sorry, but I do not plan on handing out subscriptions like that. If you want to unsubscribe, I don't blame you. You wish you weren't famous? Didn't you also say you don't want to go anywhere? Just move to a different area where nobody knows you. That's one way to become not famous. I don't know how far I need to go, but I feel like this is probably close enough. Maybe I should have done the math. We're about to see just how many stacks this ends up being. Yeah, I don't like this area. There's a bunch of lava right here. I'll just deal with whatever's currently present. That was my favorite version so far. Survival test 25_05 for 0.25 survival test. What a day that was. What a version. And I'm mad a little bit that my stream on Saturday, after about 45 minutes of playing on there, zoop, ended up in lava. But this is why I backed up the world before I started playing. Make backups, kids, especially survival test worlds, because if you die on there, then that's it. Because I don't know how to... Hello. I don't know how to outsmart the format. Oh, buddy. You know, I'm just gonna attack him. You alerted the horde. 5 minutes over, question mark? Actually, 3 minutes over. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna lay down the TNT, and then that's gonna be it for today. Thanks for telling me. It's nice to talk to real people, because an hour ago there's a lot of one person doing weird stuff. But yeah, once I finish up the TNT, so if you have final thoughts, say them all now, as I place all this down. I don't think you can downgrade because 0.27 introduces new stuff. Maybe 0.28 as well. It might be possible. I wonder... No, I would need the game mode switch for that, which means 0.28. It's not impossible. We'll need to see. Oh wait, what about all my signs though? I had a bunch of signs in the world. Okay, maybe not. Your shelf don't have any final thoughts. Understand. Can I figure out how to downgrade from 1.21 to the first version? The very first version had exactly one block. You're not gonna have any part of your world left from 1.21, even if you could figure it out. All you're gonna have is the shape, and only a very small part of it. Because a 1.21 world can span 60 million by 60 million blocks. The very first version of Minecraft, I think, is 256 by 256, then only 64 blocks tall. If you're talking about corruption, there's no downgrading because the version just or old versions just won't read it. But yeah, that's all it for today. We'll be back again tomorrow. And yeah, we'll be lighting up the TNT. What a blasting start to the first stream. Yeah, thank you all for watching. Bye.